Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the WWE Elite Legends Kurt Angle. This is one of the, I want to say the past couple Legends lines, of course they're Target exclusive. There's maybe been like one or two or really no figures from it that I have interest in, but of the last couple of waves, this probably has to be my most wanted figure. This is going to be Kurt Angle right in his ECW days, just before he left for TNA. So for all intents and purposes, this is a TNA Kurt Angle in WWE Elite form. I mean, it was literally like months, if not like one single year after this, that he went to TNA. So there wasn't really much of a difference there. But yeah, with that being said, I already cut the tape on here, so we should be able to unbox this no problem. So here's a look at the figure through the front window. Of course, they have changed up the Legends packaging. And then here are some of the other guys in the wave. The Carlito, I believe, and the Rosie are the chases of this series. But we do have Kurt right here. So let's unbox him and see what we're working with. I'm really excited for this. Very, very excited. I've been wanting this figure for quite some time now. Searching all over, and I was finally able to get it at my local Target. So there we go. This nice little print on the inside. Kurt, I love a little smug look. That is great. And of course, if you guys don't know, just some recent Kurt Angle factoids. There's, of course, that Kurt Angle, Perk Angle meme. But if you guys don't know, he was recently on Chris Van Vliet's podcast, or interview, I guess I could say, and he says that he does appreciate all the love and respect that era of his life did get, but he was quite literally on perks during that time, hence the name Perk Angle, and he is very ashamed of that era of his life. So although it is pretty cool, he has since asked us to refer to it as Prime Angle as opposed to Perk Angle. So this is going to be a Prime Angle figure. Some really interesting accessories here. Let's pop those out, and we can end with the figure. We'll get him right out of there. I'm going to neaten him up really quick. Very unique figure for my collection, and there's a couple reasons why, and I'll get to that in just a second, but I'm going to remove his gold freaking metal, if you guys get that joke. We'll leave that there, and then I'm just going to kind of straighten him out. The legs are a little wonky, but we'll kind of get to that as it happens. For the most part, though, this guy looks great. So the other accessories he does come with, he's going to have these open hands, you know, just the pretty typical open hands. Nothing too crazy in the skin tone that fits with the figure, but we do have those. And then he also comes with a gold medal, which, of course, I mean, it's Kurt Angle. How can he not come with his gold medal? But we have that green strap, gold on the metal part, of course. And then finally, here we have the figure. Super, super cool Kurt Angle attire. So on the bottom here, we have those pretty typical wrestling shoes. I don't think that I have a figure that has these shoes. So that is super cool. Very traditional kind of athletic wrestling shoes. Super unique. Going on to the knee pads here, he's kind of just got this black, white, red, and gold star kind of thing going on. And those go to the back, of course, double jointed knees. On the torso, or on the trunks here, there's kind of this black, predominantly black with kind of a gold inlay, and some of those stars are continued. You've got on the back here, black trunks with a little bit of, design there with kind of this like American eagle, I guess you could say. A little bit of damage there. Maybe I can fix that up. And then on the front here, there is that same logo there with the black and the gold. Super, super cool attire. He's got those pointing fingers on each hand. I could have swapped them out for those ones, but I figured I'd just leave them on here. And then anything else in the back, he's got a little tattoo there on the back, which I was not expecting. I didn't even know that he had a tattoo back there. But we do have that. And then, of course, we have the face scan here. A little weird with the eyes. The eyes are a little weird. There were multiple at my local Target, and they all had these weird kind of eyes. But since he's almost squinting, it's not that bad. But the real highlight of this is the mouth guard, like the kind of the start of his, like, you know, almost Josh Alexander before Josh Alexander, kind of like walking weapon. I am a professional wrestler, but I'm also a legitimate wrestler, and therefore I'm like a force to be reckoned with. That was the whole thing. You just kind of got that angry, like, yeah, face going on, which is just incredible. So, guys, I will leave it there. Pretty quick review. But I do have to say, this figure is really cool. I'm a little worried about the legs. I'm not sure. There's something going on there, but I can always troubleshoot that later. But overall, a really cool figure. The gold medal accessory and the extra hands are a plus, but that gear is in the head sculpt are just amazing. So again, a review of the Legends Series 26 from WWE Elite, Kurt Angle, and I will leave it there. As always, folks, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.